Brought to you by Fastpitch TV and sponsored by SoftballJunk.com. Here's another show from the 2014 Women's College World Series.
Here with Alabama, to my right, we have head coach Patrick Murphy, Jacqueline Trena, Jaden Spencer, and Peyton Grantham. We'll begin with an opening statement from Coach Murphy.
Well, thanks for being here. I appreciate that. But I was a little worried after she gave up the home run to Penley in the first, and I thought their crowd would really get into it. And then after that, I mean, it was vintage Jacqueline Trena. Thought she did a really good job against a very good hitting team. They're very dangerous. They take their cuts, and every time they swing, it's like you kind of hold your breath. But, our freshmen have been coming through the past 3 or 4 weekends, and tonight, again, Runyon did it, and so did Peyton. So it's a really good win for us to start the 2014 World Series.
Thanks, Coach. Just a reminder to raise your hand and wait for the mic, and then state your name and affiliation. We'll now go to the floor for questions.
Jackie, can you talk about pitching around Chamberlain in particular? You gave up only one hit, but it looked like most of your walks you kind of selectively did that.
Yeah, she's a great hitter, and I was just nibbling at the plate, and if she was going to swing, she was going to swing, and if she got on by a walk, that's okay. I mean, she's a great hitter, and I wasn't going to let her do any damage, so I was just kind of nibbling at the plate, seeing my boundaries with my pitches, and if she swung, she swung. If not, that's all right.
Peyton, just wonder what you saw on that home run. What was the pitch? How'd you approach that?
Merce's been telling us all week to just keep it simple. It's just another game, and I was just trying to see the ball big and hit it. And she got me with she got me my first at bat with the inside stuff. So she had me with 2 strikes in, and I saw the change up big and just went with it.
Jaden, when after her home run, I guess you're up 2 runs, and you have a chance to kind of blow it open. Were you looking for that opportunity to not have a close game for a change?
I just think everyone at that point, you don't let up. Oklahoma's a great team, and you can't really sit on a 2-run lead like that. So I think everyone in the lineup was, just trying to pile it on and come out with a win tonight.
Coach back here on the podium, Colin Deaver with KSWO in Lawton. You mentioned that when Jackie gave up the home run in the first inning, you were a little worried. But how worried were you, and did you feel like she was going to turn it around? And obviously she did.
Yeah, I think a big turning point too when Chamberlain walked and then Penley came up again, and it was 2-0. We called timeout, and I could tell by her look that she wasn't phased, and I don't think she was worried. Then she got to 3-0. And then she came back and struck her out. I thought that was a huge moment for us to get her, kind of get the momentum back to us, and set down a really good hitter.
Just wonder the reaction after you guys gave up that second run to go up 2-1 on that error. What was the dugout like after that inning?
I mean, I had no worries. I was, I went to our infield and I was like, we're gonna get some more. Don't worry about it. I knew they had my back, and I was going to have theirs, and, it happens in the game. Things happen like that, but we just learn from it and move on.
Patrick, have you ever thought about telling Jackie it's the second inning at the start of the game? Seems like that's really only her trouble spots are always early.
Well, maybe tomorrow she'll spend like 3 more minutes in the bullpen, and maybe it'll feel like the second inning.
Coach, you mentioned how you were worried about the crowd getting into it. How much is pulling back on 2012, the rain game you guys went through and all that, and Jackie, you could maybe touch on that as well. Give us a sense of what it's like to be that other team playing on what's supposed to be a neutral site national championship, but it's with an asterisk, I guess. And and also follow up to that, Peyton, after they're done, just your experience doing this first time on the big stage.
I know all of us would love if the World Series was 45 minutes or 40 minutes from Tuscaloosa, but this is a great site, and it belongs here. And if Oklahoma makes it, everybody has to deal with that. So, you know, and they're a very good program. They've been here for 9 times, so I think everybody's kind of used to that. But I don't think, you know, the 2012, I thought the promo was really good at the beginning. But then once the game starts, you know, half my team, this is the first time. You know, 9 of the 18 girls, this is the first time they've been here. So it's a whole new experience for half the team. And I think once the game goes, you don't even remember what happened 2 years ago. So I don't think it was that big of a deal, but maybe Jackie has a different opinion.
I mean, every time you step out there, it's a great feeling. And when I was out there, it just felt like it just felt good, and I remembered what it felt like, and I think that also helped me in this game because I remembered what that felt like. And the crowd was great, and you know, the team, I could feel their momentum in the dugout as well, and I could just feed off that. And I knew they had my back, so it was really easy for me to go out in the circle like that.
Being my first time here, you know, when we first pulled up, I was like, wow. It was kind of overwhelming, but like he's saying, it's just another game once you get on the field, and it seems like once you get on the field, you focus in on the game, and all the other people around, they're just there, like you don't even notice them. But it's been an awesome experience so far.
And you hit a home run, so.
Coach, can you talk about just how important it is to get that first win?
Definitely, it's huge. You know, we've been on the other side many times. It took us, I think, 7 years. So it was a long time coming, and then, you know, once you do it that first time, it makes it a lot easier, obviously, to stay in the winner's bracket. I mean, you do not want to lose the first game and try to fight back in two games on Saturday and Sunday. You know, it helps on the pitching staff. It helps everybody. I mean, today it was still hot. Jackie came in after warming up, and she goes, "Man, it's hot out there." And you know, we started at about 8:50, I think. So the heat takes a toll on you, and you know, just the timing of the events and everything. So it's a big advantage, I think, to win the first game.
Peyton, I know this is maybe a little bit offbeat, but not many. You don't see many ball caps like you wear out there. Is there anything behind wearing the baseball hat?
I just like it. I feel like it's easier to play in, you know. And then I also played baseball until I was 14 years old, so I'm kind of used to playing in a hat. And Murph gave it to us, and I was like, I'll take advantage of it and wear it.
Patrick, how do you feel about playing another SEC team? And if you're going to play another SEC team, are you kind of glad it's one you hadn't seen, or would you rather see somebody you had?
No, I think I'd rather play somebody that we haven't seen. I mean, we know a lot of their kids. It's a very veteran team. I think they have 5 or 6 seniors that play. We absolutely love what Rachel's done there. Very classy team. They do things the right way. She's built it from the ground up. I mean, I think it's a Cinderella story. They've been so close the last 3 years, and to get it done at UCLA is just remarkable. So I think it's going to be a great game. We respect the heck out of them. And, you know, SEC scheduling this year, you don't play 4 of the teams in the league, and it was them and Tennessee. We could have played Tennessee right now. So that was going to be a little bit different too, but I think it's going to be a great game. And their pitcher's on a roll too.
Do you have any thoughts on who you're going to pitch tomorrow?
I'll think about it for a little bit.
Murph, can you talk about the SEC winning all 3 games today, or all 3 that they were in, and just how far the league has come?
Well, Kentucky finished 7th, I believe. And I don't know if anybody thought they could go out to UCLA and lose the first game and then come back and win 2 in a row at UCLA. That says a lot about our league, I think. Just the strength from top to bottom has been very good the last several years. And, you know, Tim always does a great job. And Georgia had a great year. I mean, you could go on and on. Ralph and Karen were close. It's just every year it gets better and better, top to bottom. The very first game of the SEC this year, Ole Miss went down to Florida and beat them 2-0. Ole Miss finished last in the league, and Florida's sitting here. So it's just like similar conferences where you just can't take a weekend off, can't take a game off, because whoever you're playing could beat you. And I think it's really prepared all 3 teams for this.
Anything else? All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Looking for a softball bat? Do you want to save $30? SoftballJunk.com is offering an additional $30 discount on all regular price bats on the website. That's right, $30 discount. Just text the word Fastpitch to 555-888 and Gary will send you a discount code good for $30 off your next softball bat at SoftballJunk.com. FYI, that code's also good at the Arlington, Texas store. This show is a member of the Fastpitch TV network. See all of our shows and blogs at www.fastpitch.tv.